All of us who engage in any form of activism or any form of anti-fascist work here in the United States knows that there are too many fights for us to pick each one, that every form of oppression is just a different head connected to the same hydra, the same mighty beast that's this fascist authoritarian police state that is the USA. We are trying to end the genocide in Gaza and the US's endless support of the Israeli military. We are trying to end systemic racism and mass incarceration. We are trying to end this massive deportation regime. We are trying to end the discrimination against queer and trans folks. We are trying to end the transformation of the National Guard and soon to be the entire military as the president's personal police force. We are trying to shore up any form of the checks and balances or democratic institutions that we thought that could protect and support people. We are trying to fight everything, and every day there's a new story, a new injustice, a new ramping up of an onslaught, and we are torn between staying in our lane and working where we've been working, or jumping in and addressing the nearest fire. Because if we stay where we are, we'll feel so guilty that we're not addressing the new oppression, that it'll go unchecked, unquestioned, that it'll go on and continue to kill and maim, and no one else will pick up the threads. But if we keep jumping after each distraction, it's not even a distraction because the threats are so real and so imminent that it's terrible to call it a distraction. But if we jump each time, we never build anything, we never progress anywhere, and we just stay online, screaming into a void and seeing the destruction all around us and not knowing what to do. What do we do? How do we tend to our spirits? I seek some guidance from this retelling of 1 Kings 19, when the prophet Elijah is hiding in a cave, fleeing the persecution of the king Ahab, having seen all the other prophets dead and murdered for their truth-telling and for their challenges. And in this cave, Elijah sticks his head out, and he sees and hears this massive wind that is hurling rocks and breaking everything against it, and God is not in that wind. And then from the wind emerges these terrible earthquakes that shakes everything to the foundations, but God was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquakes, fires come and they begin to burn and burn and burn, but God was not in the fire. But after the fire, Elijah finds some quiet, and in that quiet, a still small voice emerges, and that is what leads him. We can't get torn with every gust of wind and every fire and every earthquake. We must listen to that still small voice and that guidance that reminds us where we are, what steps we can take first, where to build community with those who are closest to us, how to look after those who are closest to us here and now, those who are most at threat, and build from there one step to one step to one step to build a systemic campaign. We can't react to everything. We have to act in a systematic way.